Been all over the news, and I think you're actually the key to solving this case. The J. Slater missing fiasco over in Spain. And the reason why I say I think you're the key to this is because clearly in this day and age, everything boils down to and rests with mobile phone, cell site, tracking, collocation. How important is a person like you to finding J. Slater?
First of all, I'll point out that I'm from the private sector, so I will not get involved in a case pertaining to that.
If I asked you, I instructed you on a private basis.
The law enforcement within Spain, it's within their jurisdiction. I'm under the impression, or under the understanding at least, that a particular police force from the UK have now been flown out to assist with the case. Their abilities, their experience, and the facilities that they have at hand are so vast that no one from the private sector could match what they could do. So my understanding is that it is currently in the best hands it can be in. It is true that it's of paramount importance to obtain digital evidence, the devices themselves, and understand where the devices were traveling to and what was being said, transcripts that were being said, etc. On these devices prior and since the investigation started.
But Matt, you've already said, look, at the end of the day, just because a phone's switched off doesn't mean it can't be tracked. This phone is switched off, so why can't it be tracked?
That's correct. Now, there are a few reports going around stating something to the effect of the device has been found at the last known location. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. I am not following the investigation myself. I have far too much going on in my own life to be bothered with that. However, I stuck my nose in a little bit initially just to test the water and see what was going on. But I'm not one to sit there day in, day out monitoring that specific investigation. But it is my understanding that, or at least I've heard, that the device was found. If that's the case, they will do a forensic analysis on that particular device and link any other devices that were communicating to that device. Obviously, the other people involved in this case, or suspects within this case, will have their devices monitored. I think it's a bit premature to talk too much on this case, as we don't want to jeopardize anything that the police are doing at the moment. I understand that a lot of people online are bemoaning the Spanish authorities for not talking to the media, but one needs to understand the Spanish police force work in a totally different manner to the British police force. Here in the UK, we are aware and under the impression that the police will update us and hold news conferences on a regular basis, updating the public on what is going on. The Spanish police, not to say that they're not as capable as the British police, just do not operate in that manner. However, I do think they're very efficient at what they do. They do have a game plan in place, and I believe it won't be a matter of time before they manage to get to the nuts and bolts of it.